Hello everyone, welcome back. I apologize for the noise. I've got a load in the wash. So we'll go ahead and get a room here. In addition to the mods list, which the first video is on
Need
YouTube
something?
now.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Yes?
There are some mods that I
I understand.
converted for myself and have not shared, which as far as I'm aware, it might not be totally fine, but I'm not sharing it. It's for private use. It'll never be published for private use unless I get explicitly written permission. And there's just mods that people refuse to put on Xbox that I pretty much can't play without. And yeah. I'm not saying it's right, but pretty much it's okay. Just don't fucking share it. Just keep it for private use, personal use. So we gotta go on the off the beaten path here. To get to where I want to go. Now notice how few dangers we encountered. He's gonna go flying into the air, isn't he? While sticking to the roads. Aside from your, like, you know, run-of-the-mill wolf encounter or a highwayman, there really wasn't that much to write home about. Now, you're doing what I'm doing and running, you know, this wide open space spurns the urge to run careless and free, like they say in Dragon's Dogma. Obviously, we've encountered, there's another wolf right there, giants, mammoths, there will be saber cats, spriggans, bears, skeletons. I thought that's what that was, a skeleton shambling over to me. Am I even going in the right? I might not even be going in the right direction. I think the place I'm trying to get to is closer towards the opening to Labyrinthian, I think. Maybe. Basically, I'm trying to get to Drellis's cottage. If y'all know where that is, that's where I'm trying to go. And it always kind of bummed me that after you kill him, it's basically you're trespassing. I mean, sure, he's set to very aggressive anyway, but the fact remains you wouldn't know that if you didn't enter his fucking house to kill him. His house never becomes usable. Like, it doesn't, like, you're not able to live there and sleep in the bed. It's always, oh, you're trespassing. At least let us have our own little hideout after disposing of the guy, the rogue. Okay, so that is that Fort Greenwall? We didn't discover yet. I think that's Fort Greymore. Like the Greymore and the Skyrim DLC for ESO. Which is weird, because I thought Greymore was more like Morthal. But Greymore is like, I think in the DLC, Greymore was like from Solitude down to Morthal, I think. And the one fort that I know of that's there in Morthal is Fort Hawkwind? It's... Hang on, let me look this up. Because it used to be a town and arena. Snowhawk. There you go. Fort Snowhawk. While I'm here, why don't I just look up Greymore? Greymore. Skyrim, Fort Greymore. What'd I tell you? Fort Greymore is in Whiterun. It's that one fort I did not discover yet. Yeah, I think Drellis's place is back this way. It startled me. I was like, what the hell is that? Some terrible horned Daedric abomination from hell. No, it's literally just like a deer or an elk or whatever. I found another sky shard. You know, look at this view. Sure, not all the assets are loaded in, because I don't think you can adjust or toggle draw distance or view distance on console like you can on PC. PC, it's fucking gorgeous. After I realized that my AMD Radeon fucking uninstalled itself, for some reason, I don't know why, but I guess that's a thing that happens. After reinstalling it... Oh, honey, he's way back here, isn't he? Yeah, this is like the little... Yeah, he's way back there. Drellis is. I reinstalled the drivers, so the whole pack is completely gone! So I turned auto update off because I assumed that that's what was doing it. And I had checked around online and a couple of other people had said the same thing about AMD. But let me tell you something. It makes normal Skyrim on PC, which looked blocky but playable, look like this, but better. So people might call me like a console peasant or whatever. I play both. Okay, I make mods on the PC. I test them out. I play on the PC. I play on Xbox because I feel like, you know, it's just fun. I feel like there's kind of more challenge to it. And people always refer to couch co-op. You don't need a reason to want to play it on console. You don't have to justify it. Literally, who cares? Because if I'm going to play it on PC, I'm not going to do sword and board with like a keyboard and mouse. Unless it's Morrowind. Because Morrowind and Oblivion don't have mouse support. Oh, look at the little scamps! Hi, scamp! Okay, we will go ahead and save it here. Go in here and murder this guy, get my book so I can summon Blaze. Hi, did you order a pizza? asshole. Conjure skeleton minion. And here's the book for the Blaze of Eventide. Which is from the mod, of course, the self-titled mod, Blaze of Eventide. Cool. Do not summon Blaze indoors. Ingle and Sea Ghosts. Got more Meredith. That's a Nord book. Let's see. Ruins of Kemalzeh. Black Marsh. I don't think this is not a... Wait, this mentions the Tribunal in it, so let's take it. You stole that book! It's stolen property! Galarian the Mystic. Basically things that talk about the Tribunal or mention them we're gonna take. Or Morrowind in general. Like that one doesn't, so we're not gonna bother with it. And remember, you can always sell things to a thief, to a fence, and buy them back. Biography of Baron Zaya. But I don't have the real Baron Zaya. The real Baron Zaya, Volume 1. The Hope of the Rhetorn. That is about house politics. The Book of Daedra. It's about Daedra, so of course we're taking that. Cake and the Diamond, Frontier Conquest. That's about Cyrodiil. Cake and the Diamond. Ah, yes, that is in fact a Morrowind book. I keep forgetting that that's a Morrowind book. Also, books by Dunmer authors. We are especially interested in. I like how I wanted to get that potion, and he's like, no, get the wine! See, we can't wait. We can't rest in here. That's some kind of bullshit, isn't it? Of course, the bottom of my foot itches right now. And that's not neither here nor there with Morrowind stuff. I've tried making Drellis non-hostile in the creation kit, and for some reason it's like it just... I'm sending a text real quick. Ah, shit. Okay. Okay. I'll go ahead and save. Delete some of these saves here. Now we'll go and summon Blaze. You only have to do it one time. Yep, you only have to do it one time. So I'm going to go back And change it back to Ancestor's Wrath. And as you can see, Blaze is compatible with Oblivion Horses, but there's a patch that you need for it. And that's available on the Bethesda website. How cool is this horse mod? This is a mod. It's free. I would pay money for this. Because, I mean, look at that, how it leaves the melting hoof trails. So I don't know if they took the idea for this from ESO, or if ESO took the idea from this. It wouldn't surprise me. They've borrowed or outright stolen ideas from mod authors. You know, like Autumn Leaves. I think that whole main quest from Fallout New Vegas. And then I think also the settlement building was stolen from a New Vegas mod. Hi. Oh no, it's an imp! I fucking hate imps. Let's just ignore it. They don't give you any experience, hardly. I love this horse so damn much, let me tell you. And Oblivion horses, I don't know, I just think they look better than the normal Skyrim horses. Call me crazy, but I just think they look better. Like Game of Thrones I mean, like, they make the game look new. For a game that's well over a decade now, and with, you know, I salute Bethesda for keeping the thing going with Special Edition and with Anniversary Edition. Like when Todd made the comment, if you want us to stop promoting Skyrim, stop buying it. It's like, look, it's not the gamer's fault that you put out what some people might call a generic template, a template for a generic fantasy game that knocked all the others out of the park. Like, if you play it vanilla, one and done, that's fine. But when you add mods, it basically becomes like a new Elder Scrolls game. I don't think it makes it a different game. I just think it enhances.
So you better come with us.
Someone do something.
What?
I don't know who you think I am, and I don't care. Leave me alone.
Get it.
Mercy.
Are those warriors running away from little imps? We're suddenly pacifists. Let's get out of here. Watch me get fined for that because I didn't help. I think that's happened before. Maybe not because I didn't help, but because the game's coding is just weird in such a way. It's like, oh, you were there. You survived and they didn't. You must be guilty. It's done that before. Where I'll have literally mystery finds that I have no idea. Goddamn crab. I wish crabs were passive aggressive in here. Like they are in ESO. There's one of the many bridges from Bridges, Fords, and Ferries mod. Oh, fuck. Of course, a goddamn bear. There's literally no place to just, like, get off your horse and wait. Because everything here is trying to kill you. When it isn't glitching out, of course. The wolves, at least, they will warn you now with the mod that I've got. They don't outright try to kill you anymore. Okay. Alright. I love this horse so much. Save it right here. There we go. I was experiencing some mild screen tearing. Dead men's respite. So how is everybody enjoying me play Skyrim as Starfield is out? I think people are entitled to enjoy what they want. I mean, I certainly was not looking forward to Starfield because that's not the type of game that I wanted. I wanted a Elder Scrolls 6.
What am I going to do?
Where are your clothes at?
All right then.
She's like not wearing any clothes. Jesus Christ. People are entitled to get excited for what they want, and I was not excited for Starfield, and what I've seen of it, I guess on the things I've seen that were on really powerful computers looked decent, looked good, but it's like all the bugs and people give Bethesda... I mean, Bethesda creates the biggest amount of Stockholm Syndrome. Like, these people will continue to buy their games. With all the bugs. And...
Never should have come here.
And, they just tolerate it. Like, oh, it's Bethesda, like it's some quirky charm. And it's like, they give them the benefit of the doubt. All day, every day.
That's it. That's all we've got.
And I feel like it comes to a point where it's not good enough. You know, I feel like it comes to a point where a product needs to be... And some people have said this before, and it's not just limited to Bethesda. There's EA, there's Ubisoft, there's Square Enix. We are the Q&A testers. We are the beta testers. They release the products, we pay for it, so we're basically paying to beta test these games.
Time to finish this.
And the more AAA games come out in such condition, makes me really... Steel Soldier. Makes me realize that it's true. Basically, what I've seen of Starfield so far has not really looked good. It's not looked like something I want to go and join Game Pass for to play. Or, you know, pay full price to pay. Especially on console when mods aren't even available on console. So... Imperial Soldier. Oh, his body was missing. I've seen shilling from both sides where people absolutely hate Bethesda and they want it to fail, and people who think it's the best thing since sliced bread. I just want them to put out a game that isn't a buggy mess on launch. Basically, I guess what I'm asking for is to go back to the old days, but that'll never happen. I mean, even Daggerfall was a mess when that first came out, and that was over 20 years ago. So, I mean, I get it. Bethesda has a history. And I think they do need a kick in the ass. If they're going to get any better and learn from it and actually be like, you know what, maybe it's not enough, then they're never going to learn. They're going to keep putting out subpar content, and you're going to keep buying it. You're going to keep shoveling the slop down. Like the hungry little piggy that you are. See, this isn't on PC, so I can't cheat to open it. Oh, you motherfucker. Fuck. Instead of just taking the wait-and-see approach... And yeah, I realize gaming journalism is pretty much dead. I don't trust gaming journalists. That's why I don't do gaming journalistic interviews anymore like I was trying to. Because I realized I didn't really hardly know shit about game development. I didn't know shit about the game industry as a whole. I was interviewing Burger Becky and other people and trying to get these other people. They probably saw my interviews and were like, wow, this guy doesn't know shit. And he's trying to grill people and ask them this and that. And yeah. God. I am like so utterly fucked, aren't I? Go back this way. Get my horse. There he is. Perfect. I mean, I don't think you can really trust... You can't trust gaming journalists because they can't be impartial. They'll always give them, like, these ridiculous scores. Like, even though Skyrim was a good game when it first came out, I never believed that it was this 10 out of 10 game. I never believed it was, you know, better than Oblivion, because Oblivion had a lot of charm to it that Skyrim doesn't have. You need mods to get... And even then with the mods, it's just kind of like it's not the same. So... I don't trust gaming journalism. They're all paid off by the companies. I would watch Let's Play videos. There's many ways to find out if a game is right for you, if it's worth investing in. Oh, that's not where we want to go, is it? There's a bandit ambush up here. I'm just trying to beat them to the punch. Come on, you ugly ass orc. Aww. You're gonna hide like a little bitch and try sniping me? Yeah, and now you're dead. You don't have anything worth taking either. I guess I could sell that. Oh, I did not want that hide shield. Where'd the other corpses go? Yeah, so, I mean, even if Starfield looked like the most amazing game ever and was flawless, I still, like, that's not the type of game... Sorry, I just had to shoot off a text. That farm is added in alternate start live another life, by the way. Another thing is you kind of don't want, if you're going to update a mod here on Xbox, Skyrim, and if you're starting a new game, that's fine. Update it, then start a new game. But don't update any mods mid-play, because sometimes the ESP is changed and sometimes content is drastically removed, radically removed. What the hell? What the hell? Did your cow just run away? Well, it's 4:20, so... Yeah, so don't update while mid-game. You know, if you finish the game and you're done... Angry Dunmer. And this is a creation. I feel strange, hot, and cold all at once. My hand shakes. Hard to write, so dizzy. I think I've been poisoned. Seems she got the better of me, after all. Yeah, this is from the Creation Club. Okay. I'm not gonna cry. I'm just kind of, I'm talking with a family member, texting, and it's been a long, full plus year of drama, and you know, just trying to work past it. But yeah, people are entitled to be excited for Starfield. I'm not. Like I said, it's not the game that I was looking forward to. Okay, when all this talk of Starfield came out, I remember being like, what the hell is Starfield? What the hell is Redfall? None of these games were games that appealed to me. And Redfall bombed. It flopped. You can call me and everyone else who says that a hater all you want. Look at the reviews. Look at the scores. Any game that looks like the Saints Row reboot? No, honey. I'm done with the Joss Whedon MCU-style quipping and the Deadpool-style jokes. I'm done. I'm done with it. Those aren't the types of games that I want to play. I don't want to spend money on games where the characters and people are so drastically out of character for the setting, and you know, where they're trying to make everything like Disney MCU, and they're trying to make everything... That's a dead wolf. I thought it was like a caravan. Oh, that's a wolf. Okay. I heard the howl. I thought it was a werewolf. Skyrim has its flaws. And when I think I said before, I think Skyrim is as good as Bethesda is going to get. So it's probably good that they've built up all this revenue by re-releasing and keeping Skyrim going, keeping it alive with new content. Because after Redfall and now Starfield, which is supposed to be, you know, what, the Game of the Year, Baldur's Gate 3 killer, the Hogwarts killer, those games are still have and are getting better scores than Starfield. And people will say, well, it just barely came out. So did Baldur's Gate 3. It just barely released for real rather than being in pre-release. And Hogwarts Legacy, and those got insane scores within the first 48 hours. So why do people constantly say it's not fair for Bethesda, it's not fair for the multi-million-dollar company, it's not fair for blah blah blah? These other companies have no problems with it. Y'all really need to stop acting like Bethesda's the little guy in here, because they're not. Oh, there's some glitching going on right there. Just a second. I did install a new player home mod, ported by Will-O-the-Wisp, and it's a Dunmer home in the Grey Quarter, which will fit this character perfectly. The Grey Quarter is going to be like our little... It's going to be our basically our neighborhood, our base of operations, basically. Okay. Wait, did I save it? Okay. On the bridge. So yeah, I actually installed two mods. One was the Bear's Cave Mill mod, which just adds a cave, a mill, a working mill where in the location where it was supposed to have been in the game, because it's not. And you actually find a note there. You actually find a note there. Letter to the authorities about that cave. See, there's animals literally spawning in front of me on the road. Is that fair? Is that fair? And, Jesus, look at all these wolves. So I basically added that mod for, like, immersion purposes. You find a letter to the authorities that mentions the place, but then it's not actually in the game. And then the Dunmer house, obviously that's going to be our, you know, our base of operations. That's going to be our home. It is kind of over the top. I would have preferred, because it's the Grey Quarter and the Dunmer always complain about living in shambles and living in poverty. I would have preferred it to be more humble because it's kind of over the top with like there's a staff enchanter, there's a alchemy thing, there's an enchant, all this, makeshift shower, which is really nice. I like it, but none of the other houses have indoor plumbing. Like none of the other Dunmer in the Grey Quarter have indoor plumbing in their flats. So I would assume this guy would be the same. So I kind of would have preferred it to be more humble in nature, but it's, even if it's a little bit over the top like Eleanor's mods, it's not made by her. I can't remember the author's name. The porter who ported it for Xbox's name is Willow the Wisp. And, we're going to Windhelm. And they port, like, lots of mods, like, by, Fourth Unknown and other really creative mod authors. I like it. I mean, it gets the job done. It's largely no different from a custom player home mod for Morrowind, which I will almost always, if I play Morrowind on PC, install a mod that makes like that St. Dellen home, like gives it like a nice makeover with like actual amenities in it. I'm gonna stop here and save. Hang on a sec. Settings. Okay. I'm just checking something really quick. Stupid thing, that's just... Let's see. Sorry, just one more sec. I gotta... Let's see. Have you tried anything like Excedrin? I usually just use Tylenol PM. Okay. Oh! Forgot what I was doing. So as that happens, you get distracted and then you resume and you go off all half-cocked. Yeah, so I've kind of been... I don't usually... I like talking about it because, you know, if you've watched me on Instagram lives and stuff, I talk about problem people. And I would always... Because I'd fallen out with my immediate family, and I'm getting back into talks with one of them. And, I said years ago, I said, look, we probably will have disagreements and maybe even full-out falling outs in the future. But it's not the end of the world. Will it take some time? Yes. Maybe take a couple of weeks, months, maybe even a year. It sucks, but it's the way it is, you know. And one of those persons I don't want to talk to because they don't respect me. They expect me to respect them. They don't respect me. They talk to me like absolute dog shit. The other person is different, but still has problems, but it's still workable. Like, I can work with that. That can be the basis of fixing, of repairing.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Hello. Hang on a sec. One sec. Okay, I need to get to my Windhelm apartment real quick. I'll show everybody a little virtual tour real quick. I'll do that next time, which it'll be in the same video, so y'all won't know the difference. So we're gonna save the game right here. I won't even let you read it. So that says, Nirn has no sorrow that Sovngarde cannot heal. And this is the apartment in question. This is the outside of the apartment. Very Dunmerific. Obviously, someplace a dark elf would live. I tested this out before on just to see how the mods worked. And I noticed there's no opening door sounds, which kind of bugs me. Of course, the creepy as fuck mannequin. So this is a nice, just a little quaint apartment. I do feel, you know, see there's missing textures here. And this isn't, Will-O-the-Wisp's fault. It's the original creator of the mod, whose name I don't know. But so you got a toilet that works. You got a shower. Already it's kind of jarring that out of all the properties here, the flats in the Grey Quarter, this one Dunmer home. And we will go ahead and pray to Azura. This is the main draw, see? Shrine to the reclamations right here. The 3 Good Daedra. It's just kind of jarring how there would be so much wealth in this one flat versus all the other ones where they're all like basically bordering on dilapidation. So you got an alchemy station, a staff enchanter, arcane enchanter, imbuing chamber. I mean, it's a bit much, if you ask me. I would have much preferred just a simple little room, you know, not unlike Hawk's Uncle Gamlen's house in Dragon Age 2. And this is the bed. And it's actually bedtime now, so we're going to go ahead and go to sleep. Aside from those minor, and as I said, they're minor grievances. It's not like, oh my god, the mod is ruined. The home is ruined. How dare they add these things? I just think it's a bit over the top, in my opinion. Like, where else in Tamriel and any of the other scrolls do you actually see clocks like that? I can't think of any. And indoor plumbing. They say that all the gray water flows down from the snow district into the gray quarter. So I would hate to imagine what kind of water that is that they're bathing with. It's just when you go into the other homes in the gray district, the gray quarter, or yeah, the stone quarter, because the gray quarter used to be called the snow quarter. When you go through and you go into the other homes, like the Azarien residence and the other places, they're not really that nice. Like I said, they're bordering on being like squalor. It's number 4. None of these houses are going to be open for me to... Oh, Azarien residence is open. Okay, never mind. See, you know, you've got cobwebs. It's very dimly lit. You've got 2 basic, like, you know, stone cooking stations. They're using lots of crates and boxes in lieu of having actual furniture. Lots of dilapidation, you know, rot seeping through the walls, water, as you could see, dripping through the ceiling, holes in the floor. There's at least 1 bed, and there's like, what, 3 siblings? I think. Oh, there's another bed over there. Okay. Biography of Baron Zaya.
You need anything, come see me. I'm as resourceful as I am discreet.
See, he should have been the fence. There's him. Okay, I guess there's more than 1 bed. Ransom of Zarek. So this is what I'm talking about. I would have preferred a simple Dunmer home in the Grey Quarter that looks not unlike this place inside. You know, kind of a little bit dilapidated, maybe slightly nicer. It's just kind of jarring when you especially get the house for free. Literally all you have to do is open the satchel to get the key. Okay, that's actually a skill book. Alto Wine, Wolf Queen, Trials of St. Alessia, Brief History of the Empire. She's like, why are you checking out books while I'm asleep? She's like, get out of here. Woodcutter's Wife. Oh, Spirit of Nerd. Okay. Yeah, so I would have much preferred for that Grey Quarter apartment mod to reflect more of like how the Dunmer live. Kind of in squalor, kind of in shambles. Kind of bordering on near of total dilapidation. It's just kind of jarring, like I said. You get the key here for free. The inscription here makes it look like the person put to rest was a Stormcloak. Or a Nord at the very least. But then you see all this... You know, that's from Morrowind. That's a Morrowind house. I think that's a Telvanni house banner. Then obviously Statue of Azura. You go in here. What's that called? Greatwood Lodge. I have it written on my mods list on the YouTube. But, yeah, and then you just see how much nicer. There is zero dilapidation in this place. Is it slightly smaller? Yes. I do like how they took into account it's kind of built into like a corner. So it's kind of narrow. But you get this place for free, and it's in like super mint condition. In the Grey Quarter, where all the Dark Elves bitch and moan how racist it is they live there, and blah, 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 blah. So, you know. Just one of those things. So, I guess while we're here... So what time is it? I don't believe that I have the skills necessary to break into that lady's house. I think... I'm not 100% sure. I think that the unofficial patch changes... It changes a lot of stuff that didn't need to be changing, which I talked about this before. But I think one of the things, part of the feature creep, is that it changes things like block levels, like they go on there. I mean, this is something that was in the base game. That was like a maybe apprentice level lock. Because it's supposed to be something you can do at an early level, you know? Yeah, they made it fucking expert level. I don't know, maybe it already was expert level. And of course, the blood on the ice quest is because you saw that blood there. Fuck. I hate that quest so fucking much. It's just like... It reminds me of like that quest when you're trying to find the murderer in Dragon Age 2. Name's Nils. I'm the cook over at
I
Canterbury
didn't
Hall.
touch it.
Hammers don't have legs.
Did you look behind the forge? I think I saw
You
it.
one of those Skyrim for the Nords types?
I like how the default answer is, yes, outsiders like me need to know our place.
And you're right, at least as far as I'm concerned. Don't let Ulfric or some of these other short-sighted Nords bother you. Most of us are happy to welcome newcomers. Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no troops, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord
God
land.
damn it, Nilsine.
That's a brave offer. I'd be happy to throw in my coin behind that. You deal with them. I'll make sure you get paid. Maybe this old soldier will throw in some lessons as well. Show those marauders what Windhelm justice tastes.
See, she did this before.
It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood. But who's going to stop him? Me? I'll have no part of that.
Coming, Brad.
Yeah, Nilsine walked in the middle of the conversation, just like bumped him out of the way. I'm like, do you fucking mind?
Hold it there. Keep your distance. Another girl killed. This is Susanna, from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her. Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl, killed at night, body torn up. Look, there's a war going on, if you hadn't heard. We barely have enough soldiers to walk the streets, much less patrol every corner. If you want to help, ask some of these gawkers if they saw anything useful. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
This is a shame. No, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold. I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
Another one. Terrible. I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here.
The hell are you looking at?
Always sad when someone has to die.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
The Imperialists think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance. Just like always, nobody saw anything useful. Bastards escaped again. Look, friend, if you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my guest. You'll need to talk to the steward, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be on official business. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
Will you spare a few coins to help someone?
Aldrich won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary. I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well.
So throughout this
If by
conduct
message you
run,
mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
which, by the way,
Taking his
part
city
1 of this has already been uploaded, so this is part 2. And we'll do a little refresher about the conduct run, in case people need reminding. Because I'll probably need reminding. Okay. So this is called the Autumnal Dunmer. It's a conduct run. I'm playing Skyrim Anniversary Edition on the Xbox, which means we have mods. As such, we have things like the cheat room and cheat spells like the gold spell, which we are not using. We are only using the cheat room if something breaks, like a quest or an NPC, and we need to fix it. We only worship the 3 Good Daedra, Azura, Boethiah, and Mephala. We're not worshipping any of the 9 divines. We also absolutely must complete the 3 Daedra, the Good Daedra quests. We are not joining the Dark Brotherhood. In fact, we will be destroying them in order to better earn the favor of the 3 Good Daedra. Exploits are okay as long as they don't fall into using console commands or outright cheats or things outside of the confines of the normal game. For example, the wooden bowl glitch to glitch through like a door is perfectly fine. This character likes to keep up on events going on in Morrowind and his race, culture, history, so he collects all the books pertaining to Morrowind, the Valathi, Dunmer, House Politics, Daedra, and Chimer. We will be collecting all of the Baron Zaya stones. I guess that means we will be kind of joining the Thieves Guild, but we're not really going to be doing any quests for them. We're just going to like get through the initiation and get to a point where we can get those stones to Vex. We will be completing the main story. I have prohibited this character from wearing any heavy armor or wielding two-handed weapons unless they are Daedric in origin, which Daedric stuff is rare anyway, so we're probably not going to be using that. We will be selling all enchanted weapons and armor. The only exception is if we remove the enchantment to learn it and we make our own. If we make our own, that's fine. Undecided if we're going to take part in the Civil War. We are going to become the Thane in all of the holds. We'll be joining the Vampires and not the Dawn Guard, and we'll be completing all CC and mod content relating to Morrowind. So we'll be doing the Ghosts of the Tribunal Creation Club quest, as that obviously relates to the Tribunal, Morrowind, and all that. Forgot where I was going for a second. Okay, this area here is the Stone Quarter. I keep calling it the Snow Quarter, but it's the Stone Quarter.
Frigga Shadow Shield's old place. It's been abandoned ever since she was killed. I think her mother, Tova, has the key.
All right then.
Yeah, so you're not supposed to do the quest in this order, because you need to tell the guard.
The Imperials think we need their law. Frigga Shattershield's old place? It's been abandoned ever since she was killed. I think her mother, Tova, has the key.
Because you're supposed to
I'll take my leave now.
tell that guard. See. That you got permission. Let's see. Wow, I'm a dark elf and nobody bats an eyelash.
I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone close?
Half my family in Vardenfell when the Red Mountain erupted.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Is she a Nord? Oh yeah, she's a Nord. She's like, oh great, another fucking elf. That's just what I needed. Where the hell are the shatter shields? I'm watching this commercial for this wallet called a Slim Mint. Looks pretty nifty. It showed me this thing that this lady was walking with her purse, and some guy walked by her with his phone and I guess like scanned her credit card information. Can people do that? I've never heard of anybody ever doing that. That's like some hacker sci-fi shit. Oh, here we go. There she is.
I've been a bit out. I'm sorry. She was very dear to me, and it's rather painful to think about. I'd rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me. Well, all right. What exactly do you need to know? Yerim? Well, I'm not sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
It's time for us to move in. There's like corpses and shit there. I don't know how many Windhelm quests I did with my Bosmer character, my Dwemerologist. Oh. I thought you were going to examine it, not sit on it. If you want to read that, just pause it. can't remember which came out first, Dragon Age 2 or Skyrim. Because this quest is so much like that one quest in Dragon Age 2 where you try to track down that killer and he kills Hawk's mom. Wow, it didn't update it. Okay. Look for clues. You don't think me stumbling upon the killer's fucking lair? Jesus Christ. Okay. You have to grab that one piece of parchment. Otherwise the game doesn't know, right?
Disrespect the law, and you disrespect me. I've never seen anything like it. I would take this to Calixto at the House of Curiosities. He has a good eye for strange trinkets. Might even give you a bit of gold for it. Ugh. Have you been talking to Viola Giordano? She posts those all over the city, and someone keeps taking them down. Ask her about it if you want an earful. All right then.
Viola Giordano, also known as Lady Gaga.
Beyond the... I've been following him for months now. Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught. They say they're too busy with the war. I say, what good is winning a war if we're still terrorized by one of our own? Oh, they care, all right. Just none of them thinks to do anything about it. They say I'm just snooping around bothering people. But I'm trying to save lives. Huh? What's it say? Woundfirth. There have been rumors swirling about him for years, as long as I can remember. But he's a dangerous man. That's why they call him the Unliving. I wouldn't approach him directly. This information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
So he's the opposite of Mumra, who is the ever-living, basically. Woundfirth the unliving, Mumra the ever-living. We need to try to find Calixto, because he's a sneaky little fuck. He's a sneaky little prick. He goes and hides in plain sight when you're trying to sell that fucking amulet back to him. Number 54, where are you?
Welcome to the House of Curiosities. I offer a brief tour for a few coins, or you can simply browse at your leisure. Let me see. Ah, yes. This is the Wheelstone. It's an heirloom symbol of the power of Windhelm. Traditionally, it's carried by the court mage. I would be interested in acquiring it, if you're willing to part with it, that is. For a piece like that, I could pay 500 gold. Unferth? Bah, it's purely ceremonial, and he has no use for it. Besides, I wouldn't want to be the one to give it to him. Gives me the creeps. They say he dabbles in necromancy. Wonderful. This will be a splendid addition to my private collection.
Yeah, see, I think he knew people were thinking that Woonfirth was like this bad guy. Because he was, oh, it belongs to the court mage. I don't want to have to give it to him. He's a bad guy, real bad guy. Practices necromancy.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Artino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've been to some...
We've intercepted couriers from Pizza Hut. It's 2 in the afternoon. Why are you in bed?
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. I beg your pardon? Necromancy. I am a member of the College of Winterhold, in good standing. They haven't allowed necromancy for hundreds of years. My what now? I've never kept a journal, I can assure you. What exactly did this amulet look like? I know it well, or at least I've heard of it. I would wager that carving once depicted a skull. That is the Necromancer's Amulet of legend. It appears you were at least half right. There is necromancy at the heart of this. I've been noting a pattern to when the killings happen. Now that we know they're tied into some sort of necromantic ritual, I think I know when the next might occur. Let's see. From Elordis of Last Seed until Amidus of Hearthfire, it will happen soon. Very soon. Keep watch in the Stone Quarter tomorrow night. That's almost certainly where the killer will strike next. If Ulfric needs a favor, he... Mind what or who you practice this on. Strength and steel. true power in this world.
See, now the question is, how did Calixto get a hold of that amulet? Well, the name Calixto Corium is Imperial, so if he came from Cyrodiil, there's a good chance he acquired it illegally from the Mages Guild.
Let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
What? You know how many anonymous letters this character gets? By the time you reach level 10, and not even really just, I'm not saying like this character, but like the player character. Did I just like waste a bunch of time?
Well, you still can.
This character is not very high leveled at all. See, this comes to a conundrum. I just now realized. I said we are going to sell all enchanted items, unless we're not going to keep any unless we made them ourselves. You know, destroyed them to learn the enchantment. I did not take into consideration rare, unique things like the Necromancer's Amulet. I think I don't have to think about that, but I think maybe those would be fine to keep. Because how can you make a Necromancer's Amulet? It's not... I don't think it's Daedric in origin. It's an artifact of Mana Marco, who is not a Daedra, but presumably a living god. So...
Algrith won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure. I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel. Ismir's beard. The man was always a bit odd, but I wouldn't have expected. You've done the city a mighty service, friend. I believe you'll find the guards to be a bit more cordial with you in the future.
How long?
Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
Okay.
If by mistake.
So we're barely level 5. So we are not even... We haven't even gotten the letter from Jarl Siggeir of Falkreath to initiate the quest to build our own home. So, and the reason why the saves are doing that, if you've noticed, stacking in that weird way, it's because I have the game turned off from the internet. I don't know why that would affect the save interface, but it does. Little girl, nobody wants to help you. Trust me. Oh, there we go. Now it's playing the door sound. Do note that I also have a property, the White River House, which is probably an hour away in-game. I like this place because it... Well, I like it because it makes me feel like we're really role-playing as a dark elf living in the Grey Quarter. If we get vampirism, we're not curing it. Because we're going to be joining the vampires anyway. So... So what time is it? 6:30 a.m. See, all this is all saved as save 4, save 4, save 4, save 13. So stupid. the last time I took this quest, which I tested it to make sure that it wouldn't be bugged, because I didn't see that opening scene with Runewolf and that elf guy. It sent me all the way to Lost Knife Hideout, I think.
You're mine! Looks like
Tell you what, you start running.
Tell you what, no, you ain't gonna be telling me shit. How about that? Oh, is that Blaze? It's Blaze. Blaze will follow you, so it's pretty handy. There's supposed to be enemies in here. Ancestors in the Dunmer. That is a Dunmer book. There's usually enemies in here. And, it's really jarring when there's not. Well, not really jarring, but it's weird because there's usually bears or trolls or ice wraiths. And I guess I'm just so underleveled on this character that they oh, here they are. Wolves. The perfect early level lesson. And there's some undead dogs as part of that Creation Club content. And we can, in fact, go over the border. If I wanted to, I could, in fact, cross over that border from Morrowind, or from here in Skyrim into Morrowind. There's nothing to see, and there's even less to do, but it is possible. It reminds me when you needed borders disabled for a lot of new content on early Skyrim mods. There's a couple of mods by Juke Vandy, who I think he was recruited to do the Beyond Skyrim stuff. He did like the little high rock, the little island, Hofstad, and the coast of High Rock or whatever. That was an interesting mod. It was one of my first new lands mods, and you get there just by walking from the jetty there, pretty much near, like, if you're trying to go to Castle Volkahar in Hafengar, or actually, like, you know, in that region with the Thalmor prison. I forgot what it's called, but it's that prison there that they use. You walk along the side of the beach, the coast, and with borders disabled, you can get through there and just walk over there. It used to be called Hofstad and the border of High Rock, and then they changed it. They added a lot of stuff. It used to be just a simple little mod. And I kind of liked it for what it was. I mean, it was like the voice acting was really bad. And there was lots of out-of-character, breaking the fourth wall moments. But I liked it for, I mean, it was a fun little time waster. You know? And I used to have a drive that had all those mods on it, and now I don't know. I think it's just gone now because I can't. I've never played any of those original mods in their original form like they were before. Because now everything's been like super updated and with more content.
Watch over your battles, friend. Now that's good work. Everyone will be a lot safer with them gone. Dark Elf and Nord alike. Here, some gold as promised. And let me show you a bit about wearing heavy armor. Save you some aches on a long march. Safe journeys, Sword Brother.
Oh.
I'm glad at least by Fallout 4 they fixed the whole thing about people crowding over corpses and being like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, really? The fact that that's even a thing in Skyrim is kind of annoying. Oh, come on, it's novice level.
Die, Grillad, die! Grillad, you old crone. You'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. You've come at last! I knew you would!
Is that
worked.
creepy?
I knew you'd come! I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood. Of course you are. I prayed, and you came, and now you'll accept my contract. My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind. Please hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
Okay, I guess we're gonna murder someone. 12, 12, 19.
Hi, mister. Would you like to buy some flowers?
No.
Oh. Okay. Sorry.
That reminds me, they had like a actual little girl who voiced the girl NPCs. I think it was the same girl from this game. Voice a prostitute in New Vegas. She was one of the criers for the Atomic Wranglers. She'd say, "Hungry? Horny? Stop in at the Atomic Wrangler. La, 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 la." And I didn't know that until I... like... oh my god. Until I looked that up. I'm like, are you kidding me? They had some actual kid say those lines. I just want to know what the mindset behind that was. What the hell is he doing down there? Something in this game or unofficial patch or mods I have completely mind-fucked these NPCs. Completely. We're going to be heading to Riften.